Hey YouTube, I'm Jaryd.
And I am Rob.
And today we're going to be reacting to some Eurovision.
Eurovision.
Ready to go?
I'm so ready.
Let's do it!
Let's go.
Woo! Before we get started, if you want to keep up to date with all of our reaction videos, excuse me.
Sorry, I was just looking at you really weirdly then.
Wow, what can I say? The hair is hairy. Before we get started, if you want to keep up to date with all of our reaction videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
Subscribe?
Please. Before we get started, if you want to keep up to date with all of our reaction videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please and thank you. So today we head over to Luxembourg, where they've held their national final, Luxembourg Song Contest 2025.
Inventive.
And they have selected Laura Thorn to represent them with the song Poupée Monte Le Son, which means the doll turns up the volume. It's actually quite cool because it was literally 60 years ago that Luxembourg won the song contest, and France Gall represented with a song which was Poupée de Son, which was like wax doll.
Oh, okay.
So she won 60 years ago today, and now
With a song about dolls.
Yeah, now they're doing it again.
Well,
It's meant to be.
Maybe it is.
I think Luxembourg's coming for the win this year.
Let's go.
So Laura came first with the jury votes, and she came second with the televotes, but overall it was enough for her to represent Luxembourg. So Luxembourg have been in a competition since the very beginning. In 1956, they've got 5 wins, which makes them the second most successful country in Eurovision, tied with the UK, France and the Netherlands.
Wow.
So this is
very impressive record. Especially for such a tiny country.
Yeah, that's really impressive. I mean, when it's quality, it's quality.
Size don't matter.
Last time they entered, it was 1993, and then they weren't able to, I think, enter in 94, and then they just didn't turn up for 95. So then they were gone completely until last year.
Really? They were gone for like 20 years?
For like 20 plus years.
Why?
You. Do you know what I mean?
Sure, that really clears it up, thank you.
But then they came back last year and they got 13th place in the final. So, back with a vengeance. Maybe this will be their top 10, top 5, or their
a win.
6th win. Let's go. That's France Gall.
Je ne suis pas ta marionnette. C'est comme ça, ton petit manège s'arrête. Si tu crois qu'un homme comme toi me manipule, retourne chez maman, vaut mieux que tu capitules.
Already that was so sick. That introduction was the 1965 entry.
Right, okay.
So when she came in, and it was just like, once you hear those strings, it's like, doo, 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 and then she was coming out, I was like, what is happening? And that transition into her performing it,
yeah, that was cool.
was so sick. I like it already, like the beat, the colours,
yeah.
Everything about the stage, her movement, her doll-like movements.
Yeah. She has some long socks on. That is my input.
That's your input. Is there going to be a lift?
Surely.
I feel it at some point.
Never said it
It's catchy. It's so catchy. It's so addictive.
Yeah, it's got a good beat.
It's charming. I think she's got an energy about her, which is just like, it's childlike, but not childish.
Yes. Very good.
Thank you.
I'm not sure who these 3 blokes in the red are supposed to be. It's just...
well, they're all wearing the same outfit, so one of them's going to have to go home and change. I don't know. I think the similarities between them, if she's singing about dolls, maybe it's something about control. So maybe it's... Potentially, it could be something about other people trying to control her.
Yeah.
Because the song is called, was it The Doll is Turning Up the Volume?
Yeah.
And it's the opposite of what Franz Gall was singing about, which was about being controlled, like being manipulated as such.
Okay.
And that can be like, as a thing for a singer, you know, like the producers and the people behind the screens, like telling you what to do, how to be.
Yeah.
So maybe this is about her breaking out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Méfie-toi mon garçon, nanananana, la poupée monte le. Si tu me pensais fragile en porcelaine,
Is the sample of the music from
malléable du genre
the 1965 version.
Je ne suis pas comme ça, j'ai besoin d'oxygène. Prends garde à toi, car je prends mes manettes. Pensez m'exposer dans ta vitrine, avec toute ta collection de figurines.
About
Talent.
oh no, maybe they're doing like a
The strings.
yes. Of course.
Mode d'emploi, je ne compte plus que sur moi. C'est le signal, tu vois, d'une autre époque. Je donne de la voix.
Sometimes I think the camera angles could be a bit tighter.
Yeah.
I think it would be nice to get some kind of point of view shots in there, or just like to angle it slightly different, because these wide shots, they're nice when we're seeing like the choreography, but I think it could add a bit of intensity if we moved in a bit.
I'm not entirely convinced about needing all three of these guys around her. Like I feel like you could just have one that was like being like almost like the puppeteer or whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like having three of them, they're just
Excessive.
yeah, just feels like they're not really needed.
Be
Or maybe
distracting.
it just needs to be one other person, because I think then it builds more of a relationship of almost like the puppet and the puppeteer sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from them. But because there's three of them, I'm not really getting any kind of connection between her and one specific one. So it all just feels a little bit disjointed.
I like the colour kind of palettes that are happening. I know it is a lot of pink, purple and red, and sometimes that can like detract a little bit. But I kind of like the palette on the stage. Like, I think she really
colourful, it's light, it's
singled out.
yeah.
La poupée monte le son.
Oh, that was sick.
That was fun.
Tiens bien la leçon.
Oh, there's more people coming.
There's
now.
more.
La poupée monte le son. Nanananana, méfie-toi mon garçon. Nanananana, la poupée monte le son.
Is this the lift?
Dance break.
M'appelle
Oh.
si belle, elle est l'écho d'une nouvelle génération. Chiffon ni plastique, dans ses caractéristiques. Tapez mais la musique, elle monte le son.
Woo! Yes, pipes. So this is why they needed all three.
Yeah, that makes more sense now. Okay.
That was some
Note.
lungs.
Yeah.
She held it.
She did.
Sounded
very
great.
good. Very good.
It's not the biggest note in the world. It's not going to like change anything. Like it's not going to save the planet. But I think she sounds great, and the song's really addictive and catchy.
Mm.
It's the angles for me on the camera. I just think it could be better. What was that quick costume change? I missed that completely.
Yeah.
What if we just stand in front and just like what was the
I don't know. Definitely had like a big kind of tutu skirt
like
on, which
puffy
is gone.
Yeah.
But I don't know about, was the top half still the same? I honestly can't remember.
I was focusing on the talent, not the body.
La poupée monte le son.
No lift.
No lift,
No lift.
but
a good
some.
one.
Oh, you would hate to be the stagehand if they throw it the wrong way and they're just like. Okay, I think it's less of a tearaway. It's just more of a unzip and take off and throw at the back.
Like that. Or maybe it's Velcro at the back. Quicker.
It might be magnetic.
Ooh. She just goes.
Imagine being suspended, just kind of like while doing a piece.
Yeah.
Some like aerial performance.
Ooh. That would be good. But
That's the lift. Like imagine.
Yeah.
Like, they came and put the things up, like the stagehand, just like like connecting it to her, and then just at the end it's like lifted up like a doll.
Oh yeah,
That would be, and then just like dancing like like Team America. I really like it.
Yeah. It's a strong song. She's a good performer. Visually, it's exciting and engaging. Apart from your camera angles.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bend on that. I think. I'm not gonna bend on the camera angles because with the subject matter and what they're delving into, it could be so much more intense if they really, just honed in on some of the pieces, having like point of view things. Like imagine it was from her point of view, and then you're seeing all these people that are trying to control her, and it's just there's like a claustrophobic feeling behind it.
Yeah.
I think it would make it a lot better instead of just all of these wide shots, which would be good for when they have their choreography pieces. But yeah, there's a nice innocence to the performance. I think it's very charming and, as I said, childlike. I like that. If you think a man like you can manipulate me, go back to Mummy.
Or I will be the one to disarticulate you.
Oh, what? I really like it. I'm sold on it.
Yeah, it's a really catchy poppy song. Got a good beat. She's really engaging as a performer. She's got a good voice.
She's very great.
And very great.
She's very great. She's talented. She's wonderful.
Yeah. And she has long socks on.
She has very long socks on. I think it could have been a bit more Puppet House. A bit more Dollhouse. I think if we're gonna go literal, if we're going to take the metaphor, I think let's just go full out with it.
Do you think it would be too much if she had kind of doll makeup or something on?
As in the little puppet doll, big blush, ponytails,
all of that sort of thing. Do you think that would be too much, or?
Sometimes I don't think you can go too much when it comes to Eurovision. I think that's just it's so memorable.
I think it would kind of enhance the whole doll look.
I think it would really go toward
an even more striking image.
But this is it's trying to get the balance of the doll metaphor and teen pop.
Yeah.
Cutesy artists.
Yeah, true. True.
Which I guess if you're trying to break away from having someone control you to be like that, you want to be more like that. So I guess it's trying to find the balance.
So,
qualifying?
Good song, yeah, I think so. I would be very surprised if it didn't.
I would be flabbergasted if this didn't.
Flabbergasted?
If this didn't qualify.
Well, that's a big word.
How do you you can't do an ode to the winning Eurovision song
and not get in.
Yeah,
that would be very.
That would be very embarrassing.
The public will vote.
I think they'll fall in love with it.
Yeah, if I didn't know the history behind it, but obviously, a lot of people who watch Eurovision are aware of a lot of the history and stuff, and so I feel like they'll be more likely to vote for this song.
I think even if we took away everything from the original performance, it's by its own merit. It's still a good song. It's still a good performance.
I really enjoyed it, and I didn't know any of the. I've never heard the original song.
Yeah.
And I, like I said, I wasn't aware that they'd won with that song 60 years ago and all that stuff. So even without that,
60 years. That's insane. That's crazy.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Easy qualifier, and as of right now,
one of the favourites, I would say.
That's it. Winner of Eurovision. Of the entries we've listened to, this is this is my winner so far.
Really? I don't know. It's definitely up there in the kind of top 5, top 3, but
there's only been 3.
We only won 3. We've only won 3. Consider me told.
Yeah. So qualifying
top 3.
Top 3. That's the winner. It's the winner so far. Come on.
Well, that's what we thought of it. Let us know down in the comments below what you thought. Do you agree with us? Do you think it's a qualifier and a potential winner of Eurovision? Or do you completely disagree? Let us know. And we will see you on the next one.
Take care, guys.
Bye.